Hi guys, it's your girl Nikki and welcome to my channel Nickilicious Nikki. And if you haven't yet subscribed, just hit that bell below. Now today I want to talk about a very important topic, which is maintaining your health and then maintaining your health as a Graves' disease patient. Now, even if you don't have Graves' disease, there are some valuable tips in here for you to learn about taking care of your health so that you can always look fly. And so people might be asking and wondering, I've never heard of that disease. What is that? You know, Graves' disease is an autoimmune deficiency syndrome where your immune system is attacking your thyroid hormones. And those hormones regulate everything in your body, the way you look, the way you feel, your sleep methods, your menstrual cycle, everything. Just your irritability, your heat retention, all of those things. And so your thyroid gland is very important. And when that is being attacked, you just have your whole system being out of whack. So my immune system is compromised because it is attacking the thyroid gland and causing an overactive thyroid, which is also called hyperthyroidism. Now, people may wonder, how do you get that condition? Well, it is mostly hereditary. So if you have an aunt or an uncle who has it, then most likely it will be passed on to you. And they also say that people who worry a lot, they tend to have diseases like those. And of course, your girl is a worrywart, and I really have to work on that. Do you know any famous persons who have Graves' disease? Williams is one person, your girl Missy Elliott, and the 43rd President of the United States, George W. Bush. Where there are a lot of famous faces that do have this disease, and many people are walking around and don't know that they have it. And so the aim of this video is to sensitize you as to the existence of the disease. And even though there's no cure for the disease, no one knows how it really came about, and no one knows how to cure it. It's something that you have to live with and you have to manage it. How does a typical Graves' disease person look? Well, you look at that picture that I have below, and that is how I am supposed to look if I have that disease. Thanking God that I don't have these bulging eyes. You normally have a fat neck. You have bulging eyes. You get palpitations. So a lot of people have heart problems. Palpitations when your heart just beats fast, especially when you get stressed out. Sometimes you have fluctuation of your weight. You experience fatigue, irritability, moodiness. Sometimes you have thickness of the skin. A lot of things. Your menstrual cycle, as I say, is out of whack, and a lot of things, a lot of variables. So you could read them, and I would include some of those other symptoms of Graves' disease. As you can see here, guys, in these symptoms, you have bulging eyes, enlarged thyroid gland, the thickening of the skin, and a whole list of other symptoms. One thing you should know is that people take the regular methods like medication, because I was on Neomercazole for a couple of years, and I didn't see the results that I'm seeing now in my body. I never saw those while I was on medication. People recommended that I do the radioactive iodine and removing the thyroid gland, which is a butter-shaped organ right at your throat here. This is what a normal thyroid gland looks like. So imagine when it gets enlarged. And so if you look at my neck, I just have a slightly enlarged neck, and that is because I've been taking care of myself. But how I got diagnosed was because somebody saw my neck and they told me to go and check it out. And when I checked it out and you felt it, sometimes you could feel it, and you could feel that your thyroid is enlarged. Now, because I'm basically in remission, because I've been taking my different supplements, which I will tell you about later on, I'm not seeing those symptoms as much. And so you have to take care of your health in order to see the result. I do the daily things of protecting my eyes, because as a Graves' disease patient, your eyes, it could lead to blindness, or it could lead to cataracts. It could lead to just bulging eyes. And so you have to protect your eyes. And so I do that by wearing my shades every day, and I have different shades for different outfits. And that's just how I do it, just to keep, keep it fresh, but while maintaining my health. Today, I'm going to talk about the different things that I do to control or manage my Graves' disease. And one of the main things, or the first things that I think is very important, is to not be such a worrywart. And you can't stress about things, and there are certain people in your life that may cause you stress, whether it be your little toddler when he doesn't want to eat his food, he doesn't want to do his homework, he's making all that noise. Or it could be, for me, I have students that I teach and they don't like to follow instructions, they don't do the homework. You're trying so hard to get them to this level, and then you just feel frustrated when the things don't work how it should. Or you may have somebody on the job just being a nuisance, and a lot of things stress you out, plus your own problems, monetary problems, and so forth. So you have to definitely employ means to relax your mind and clear your mind. And one main way of doing that is to meditate. Now, I have to admit that I haven't got much time to do that, even though I'm home all day long, because I usually get up at 5 a.m. in the mornings when I go to work, and I would start my exercise at that time, or I would start my meditation. I would read my scriptures, and I would remind myself that, I could do all things through Christ who strengthens me, or I would talk about my favorite scripture, which is Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, to give you hope and a great future. And so, if you have your enemies, it tells you that, be still and see the salvation of the Lord. So prayer and meditation, they really do help me to, relax and not be so on edge, and to really prepare me to face the day. And no matter what comes my way, I make it my purpose to know that no matter if this person comes to irritate me, I am not going to let them see my joy. I've instilled that joy in me, and I watch my different programs, my religious programs in the morning, my Joyce Meyer, my Joel Osteen, for motivational purposes. And then you have some other ones that are spiritually based with the scriptures. I would watch those as well. And so meditation, prayer, relaxing, and having that me time is very important before I start my day. Now, I also de-stress myself. Stress is one key thing that kills a lot of people. A lot of people get their heart pumping faster and irritated. And of course, if you have this condition, you already have palpitations, which is the racing of your heart. And so reducing stress is another way. You just press it, and it allows you to take deep breaths. You start, and it tracks your be still and bring your attention to your breathing. That's one way to help you to meditate. You make sure that you probably have a priority list. This has to get done, these 3 things, and if the other things don't get done, then there is another day. But you have to manage your stress. And for me, I'm a teacher, I am a mother, I am a wife, I have household stuff to do, I have work stuff to do, I have my own health to take care of, I have my own physical wellness to, to make sure everything is well. And so you have to manage your stress. Exercise is very key, especially for people of a particular age. As you age, you know, you may be eating less or eating the same food, but your weight is just you can't manage it. And for persons of a particular age, I always encourage them to do some kind of resistance training. And I have my 5-pound weights, and that's something that I encourage people to get their 5-pound weights. It's something that you could just get your muscles going. You could walk with them, you could do your, you know, your presses with them. And for that back fat on your arm, you could do a lot of those stretch exercises. I also have my resistance band, and these are very good, especially if you want to tone your body with using your own body fat, and I mean your own body weight. And so this is very good to tone yourself with. And I also have a video included on this channel. Remember to subscribe, and you can see all my videos on health and fitness, etc. And that's a video that shows all the different moves that I do to keep myself healthy, especially since I am not able to go to the gym. I can still look like I've been to the gym, you know? You know what I mean? And so exercise is very important. And not only just exercising, but the right type of exercise. And of course, it makes no sense you exercise if you're not eating right. And so my third tip, first one was meditation and prayer. The second one is exercise. And now, and all of those things, of course, reduces your stress, which is the third tip. And so really my fourth tip is eating right. And eating right means making good choices when you eat. Now, there's certain things that you must eat. As I told you before, I don't take medication anymore, and so I use food as my medication. And so there's certain things that I include in my diet. Parsley, rosemary, turmeric powder, ginger, which I don't have presently, basil. And some of these you could get them in their original form, but if you don't have them, because of the island that I live on, I try to get them packaged nevertheless. And when I'm making my salads, I'm making my smoothies, I have them as much as I could have them. Turmeric is very important if you're fighting against things like cancer, or if I have an autoimmune disease. The turmeric is very good in protecting your system. They're anti-inflammatory, like I say, and because this disease is inflaming your organs, so you need anti-inflammatory stuff. I also try to have a lot of blueberries. I eat or put chia seeds, pumpkin seeds, flax seeds, any seed. I eat those things, and those are good stuff for your body. Now, what are the things that you should not eat? And whether you have this disease or not, you should try to avoid any, you know, white kind of stuff like white bread, flour. And so gluten-free is one way to go. Dairy-free. As much as you could take dairy out of your diet, that would be good. Soy is also something that people use to replace not having dairy, but soy is not good also. So I try to have the almond milk, and that's much better than the soy milk. Bread, white bread, candy bars, pastries, cookies. I've never been an alcoholic. I never drank alcohol. So alcohol is something that I don't have. And I believe that that's one of the reasons why I've managed to, you know, look as young as I do, despite my age, which a woman never tells her age. And so Those are some of the things that I avoid altogether. Caffeine. Another tip is sleep. Now, I must admit that I don't sleep as much as I should, but everyone should get the regulated amount of sleep that they should. And everybody knows the drill, especially naturalistas. If you want to take care of your skin, your hair, you got to drink your water. And so that's something that since I've been home fighting that homeless look, I have to drink more water so I can get my skin the way it needs to be. And so water is another vital thing that you need to nourish those body cells. And so that's just a little rundown of what this thyroid Graves' disease is and how you manage it. But whether or not you have that condition, just being healthy is very important, especially in this time, because as you know, any underlying condition that you have, it can exacerbate the problem when you catch COVID-19. Because remember, you have Idris Elba, you got Tom Hanks and his wife Rita Wilson. They caught the disease, but they didn't succumb to it because their immune system was healthy, or they were generally healthy. But if you have an underlying problem, whether it be diabetes, high blood pressure, Graves' disease, obesity, all those things are underlying conditions that are just waiting for you to catch the COVID-19, and you could meet your demise. And so it's very important that you take care of your health, and using my tips would definitely help you to manage your weight, manage your health, take care of your wellness and your whole being, and just keep you living as long and looking as healthy and as sexy as possible. Now, if you want to know details about my makeup or my hair, you could check the description box below, and don't forget to subscribe, and see you later. Thanks for watching.